today's video, I want to do a DIY I've actually been getting requested a lot to do, and that is DIY holographic shoes. Nike and Adidas both have holographic shoes. The only problem is that they're really hard to get a hold of because they sell out really quickly. So I thought this would be a cool project for you guys to try out and hopefully save you a little bit of money as well because it's really cheap to do. Also, I just want to give a quick thanks and shout out to Best Fiends for sponsoring this video. Because of companies like Best Fiends that I get to do this for a living and create cool content for you guys all the time, so I just want to thank them so much. Best Fiends is kind of like a puzzle game, and you're like matching like elements and like trying to take down the bad guys, and it's really fun. And if you're like, Haley, are you really obsessed with it? I don't know if you can see, but I'm on level 92 and I've literally completed so many levels of this game. They're running a special on Father's Day where if you log in and play on Father's Day, you get like a free gift, which is really cool. I'll have them linked down in the description where you can download the game. It's completely free, and I just want to say thank you so much to them.
Also, this video is a collab with a bunch of my friends on YouTube, and they are uploading all throughout the weekend, so I'm going to have their channels listed below. Be sure to go check them out because they're all amazing.
Anyways, that is enough rambling. Let's get started with the video.
So I forgot to mention this in the intro, but this method is adapted by two tutorials I've seen online, both from friends of mine on YouTube, Nastasia and Mafair. So I'm going to have their videos linked down below because that's definitely where I got the inspiration for this. So what you want to do is take your shoe, and the first thing we're going to do is trace out the logo. So this will depend on whatever shoe you're working with, but generally I find it's a lot easier to do one small detail on the shoe rather than the whole thing. So I started off trying to trace it with a pencil, but it was actually so much easier for me to take the edge of my nail and just kind of crease around the paper to outline the design. And then just from there, I trimmed it like normal, and you'll probably have to go back a few times and kind of resize it because it's really hard to get it right the first try. So now I'm taking some cellophane wrapping like paper, and I got this from World Market in like the gift wrapping section. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a really thin Sharpie and just outlining it. The reason I made the little like paper cutout is because it's really hard to trace on shoes, especially because the cellophane is like so flimsy, so that's why I did that. So now I'm taking my paint and just mixing it because the cellophane has kind of more of a green tone, and I want the shoes to look more like bluish and purple. So using a paint with a pink tone, it kind of cancels out the green in the cellophane, so that is why I went with that paint color. So all I did was kind of build up the paint, and I painted one coat at a time and let it dry, and I ended up having 3 coats total. And then from there I let it dry a little bit more, and then finally I went in with some Mod Podge over top. Now basically what the Mod Podge does is it's very light, but it is really tacky, so that when you put the cellophane on it, it actually sticks to it very well. And then after I stuck the cellophane on it, which by the way was such a difficult part, like that was probably the worst part, after that I just coated it in Mod Podge again, and that's all you have to do. So last summer I did a DIY holographic backpack, and I remembered that when I was thinking of this idea, so I wanted to see if this would work on shoes. So like the other tutorial, I'm starting off with a piece of paper and using my nail to shape out and cut out sections where I know I want to put the holographic part. Now the stripes on the shoes, I did one for the inside of the shoe and one for the outside because I figured they would be pretty close, but I wasn't sure if they would be the exact same size. And like the previous tutorial, the holographic paper is really flimsy, so it's hard to trace directly on the shoe, so that's why I made the little cutout. So basically, once you have all of your little pieces cut out, you want to go ahead and transfer them onto your shoe, and this requires an iron because it's a heat transfer. So what I did was I took a pillowcase and put it over top just to protect the shoe and the actual surface of the holographic paper, and then I used my iron to seal it. Now I'm sure you guys already know this, but I'm going to be a YouTube mom right now and just remind you, irons are very hot, and the only thing that's bad about this method is that you do have to get the iron relatively close to your hand, so please be careful or have an adult help you with this if you need it. But basically I'm just using the iron, and this actually worked, and I really wasn't sure if it would because this paper is meant for fabric.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about anything, as always, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you later. Bye!